jolly morning. Would you like to try our peach mango pie with a side of a weekly Phoenix Wright appointment? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started. Hi, hey, welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Hi, hey, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Hope you guys are all doing well. Ryugen, thank you so much for being first. Wow, first. Actually, you've been first before once. For the first time in forever, you're first. Miggy, hi. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you're doing well. It's very much not ugh when I see you. Timvid, good morning. Juma, hello. I like how Kieran looks like Joker in that art. Do I really? Did we just have the same hair? It's an anime hairstyle. It's a popular anime hairstyle. What can I say? Oh, I guess it's also because I'm wearing glasses right now too, huh? What does he say? Show me your true form. Good morning, Ginger. Thank you for stopping by. And hi, Cole. Hello. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Thank you for choosing to spend your Sunday at the weekly Phoenix Wright kissing appointment. I had a great weekend. I hope you guys did too. You guys joined us. Last night we had our Konstellations community night. We played some Jackbox, it's been a while since we've played, so I was really happy. But it was the first thing that reminded me of. I'm glad. So fun. Yeah, wait, do we have any screenshots? We have some screenshots, but they're very cursed, as expected from Jackbox. But I had a good time playing with everyone. It's been a while since we've had a community night, so I'm very happy that we were able to get together and do something. I also had a lot of yummy food this weekend, as always, because it was the end of the week, and I love treating myself at the very end of the week. So I went and I touched some grass. I went and got some Korean barbecue with Reisna and Han on Friday night. So here's some of our food from then. God, this place was so good. We tried this new place out, and they're like super fancy. They have like little robots that come in to bring the schmeats that you cook on the grill and stuff. So this was really yummy. And then yesterday, we met up with some friends, and we went to this cute little cafe that specialized in like souffle pancakes. So I treated myself to a chocolate hazelnut souffle pancake. Right? Yummy. Looks so good. It was very good. But I had a good time. And then yesterday we did Jackbox. It looked really good. It was very good. Yeah. I had the chocolate hazelnut one, and then Reisna got the strawberry one, and then our other friend got the mango one. The mango one was really refreshing, especially for the summertime. Oh, mango sounds so good. I'm thinking, depending on how long today's stream takes, I may or may not try to drive to the beach just to like get some fresh air. We'll see what I feel like, but I want to get some air. So whether it's the beach or if I go to like this little park to go get some fresh air, I want to go outside and touch some grass or sand and try to, take a deep breath, right? I think it's good for the Sundays. But I hope you guys are having a great weekend. As always, please feel free to check in and tell me how your guys' weekend was. But if you guys want to answer today's check-in question, the check-in question of the day is, what is your favorite party game? So we were playing Jackbox yesterday, and my favorite Jackbox game changes every time I play it. But I really had a lot of fun playing Job yesterday. I think that one was really funny. That's the one where like you have like a job interview, and then you have to like write down answers to prompts, and then you have to make up new answers by like picking and choosing like words that were submitted to make an entirely new answer. Job is really fun. It's so goofy. It's so goofy, but yeah. That's the game that I'm really into right now. If you guys have any other Jackbox games you guys like, let me know. Or if you guys have any like party games in general. It's been a while since we've played Mario Kart, so I kind of want to play Mario Kart too. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So I don't have the schedule fully set yet, but tomorrow we're going to be doing an art stream. And then maybe once I'm done with the art for the day, then we can play some Mario Kart. So maybe get that ready. I'm not too sure, but I want to do something. I'm not too good with making humor, so I usually don't play Jackbox games, but I enjoy the company from everyone. No, I think you're pretty good at making humor. I think you just don't realize it. But it's nice to get together as a community, right? I feel like especially lately, I've been super proud and happy about how our community has been. I love getting to hang out with you guys, so I had a great time doing community night. But I think, what was it? Did I say that there was a movie I wanted to watch with everyone next time? There was something I wanted us to watch together. And no, it's not High School Musical 1, 2, and 3, but it could be. I feel like there's something I said I wanted us to watch together, but anyways. Mario Party 6, is that the one for the GameCube? I don't think it was that. It could be. Is Mario Party 6 the one for the GameCube and then they'd had like the little like microphone that you plug into the memory card slot or something like that? I'll always be down for High School Musical night. Man, if Discord latency wasn't so awful, the way that I would love for us to do karaoke nights. Oh, also, Wong, thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations, if you're still here. That's alright. God, whenever we hang out in, like, the Final Fantasy VC, and we just, like, play music, and we just all sing to it.
Kieran 97 blankies Dotori 9 blankies Kieran 97 blankies Dotori 9 blankies.
Dotori, thank you so much for 11 months in the Superstar Sub Club. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you. I was gonna say ne chingu. No, not ne chingu. Ne Nuna. I think you're older than me, right? Nuna. Onni. My onni. Patiently stupid. Patently stupid. Is that the one? Wait, what did Juma say? Can't remember the game. It's a Jackbox game. It's the one about inventing stuff and trying to sell it to everyone else. People go anything that involves like people having to change around everyone's answers. I think is extremely funny because it can go south very, very, very fast. Yesterday, like Jackbox, it was all like Brat and Kamala Harris. The coconut tree memes. It's just all that. But I forgot about the TTS. Yeah, no, of course, every message has to be TTS. Whether you subscribe, donate bitties, or donate on, what is it? What do I use? Stream Elements? Whatever the platform is to donate that. The TTS does that. But, yeah. I promised the coconut tree. I take the coconut. Oh my god. Wait. What if we do Mario Kart tomorrow and we all do Coconut Mall and I just mute the BGM and put the Kamala Coconut Mall theme? Oh my god. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we'll for sure do some drawing and some Mario Kart stuff. I want to try getting some drawing in before Tuesday because Tuesday, if you guys are a part of, you know, the overall girly pop cinematic universe, it's gonna be a monumental day. When those Destiny be duels, you know, are you talking in an Ace Attorney context, or are you talking in a Yu-Gi-Oh context? Because it can very much be either way, don't you think? Welcome in, Lyra. Thanks for stopping by. I don't speak Yu-Gi-Oh. I think all you need to know is I summon Pot of Greed that lets me draw 2 cards. Reha Cole, thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations. Welcome in. It's time to duel. But yeah, we're back with some Apollo Justice. It is another day for some investigations. Hi. Can we give a warm welcome to Reha Ko for being new here in the chat, please? And also, speaking of Ace Attorney, the Japanese Ace Attorney Twitter has been showing like previews of the sprites and everything, and the other day, copy GIF address. Just let me save the GIF. Let me just save the GIF. Fine, let me studio mode this. Oh, I guess I can't do that. I'm gonna. No, studio mode, if I try doing a window preview, it'll just show it, right? It's fine. I think we'll be fine. There we go. Okay, there we go. Look at Gummy! He's so cute! Oh my god, I love him so much! So, they've been showing, like, the original DS era sprites, and then, like, the modern, you know, I guess it's hand-drawn illustrated artworks, right? But it looks so good. He looks so cute. I love him. I love Gummy. But speaking of, also welcome in Moo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Speaking of, let me go hide this really fast. Just in case, if I go on my Twitter profile, I might be a little scared. This was really, really cute. Look at Gummy! The tweet says, I'm gonna say it again, the way that Gummy instantly puts his arms around him makes me a little crazy. Wait. The way that there's another Ace Attorney person and their name is Kieran. Ugh, look at this, look! They're so cute. The animation is slightly faster too. Is it? Is it really? Also, welcome in, Tsuki. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for stopping by. What a coincidence. They did it for me. I thought that was like an alt account from you. No, it's not. Cause they're like a professional Ace Attorney Twitter, you know, like all they tweet about is Ace Attorney and then it reaches the masses. That can't be me because I'm too scared of ever getting big like that. Hello, welcome in, Cello. Hope you're doing good today. Thank you for stopping by. But anyways, do you have a P.O. box? I do have a P.O. box. The address is available down on the About section of the Twitch channel. But yeah, if you guys ever feel like sending any letters or anything like that, or care packages, feel free to send to it. Obviously, please be super respectful about it. And don't send anything like weird or like, you know, but it exists because I like hearing from you guys. My favorite thing is I really like reading your guys' letters and handwritings and stuff like that. So if you guys ever feel kind enough to write something, feel free. It exists in the context. If you guys ever feel like sending something, please let me know so I know to expect it, because I do share that P.O. box with my friend Reizna. And we get notified whether or not it's for either of us. So let me know if you're sending me something specifically so that way I can be on the lookout for it. And if you want me to open it on stream or not, because I also do that too. But yeah. I was also thinking about what I want. I have like room for one more sound effect to add to the rewards. And I know that we're really into... But I'm kind of debating whether or not I want bumping that or if I want... Did I not add it to the soundboard? Hold on. Let me go on Discord really fast. This is so random, but I want you guys. I want to hear from you guys if you'd rather have bumping that or if you'd rather have. Where's my soundboard on Discord? I feel like the I feel like that's even funnier to use though. What a time to join. Welcome in, Medi. Thank you for stopping by. The context. You want the context? You want to add the context as a soundboard? Would I tell you here if you want to open it on stream? Yeah, if you're either here or on the Discord server, just let me know that you sent the package and if you want me to open it on stream. And of course, like, I make sure I hide your guys' address and stuff like that. That one is my favorite. It's so iconic. The sounds like a big time rush. Oh my god. Wait, that's so good. But yeah. Big time XCX. Oh gosh. It's VLVD. It's VLVD. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It's been a while. Let's go do this. It's been a while, as in it's been like 1 week. Big time XCX nasty match the killer. Where's Luke? Where's Luke? Luke is obsessed with that Wendy Williams, the killer. April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least. I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. Welcome in, Ditsunao. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? I've been aware of the killer since a very young age. Oh my god, Wendy, the icon that you are. The killer exists in the con. Stop! Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell's playing along. Ugh, I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about the investigation? Back! Ah! Wow, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape. And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in air duct. The real fight starts now! Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panty. Imagine you're walking down a long, dimly lit hallway and you just hear, you think you just fell from the coconut tree? You're just echoing. Why is there a mini guillotine in the room? Don't worry about it. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vámonos, Apollo, vámonos! Come on, vámonos. Everybody, let's go. April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know the Ten Matado impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked door was created!
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting!
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it. Hold on. He's kind of cute. Maybe it's because they made his chin more square. Find anything?
Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust!
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what did you find?
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through that duct lately?
Kinda looks that way. Wait, you like Apollo? I didn't realize. And if that's true, Mayor Tenma's gonna be fingered as the killer.
But...
If we don't turn things around quickly.
In justice we trust!
Ah!
Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It's my sense of justice that has prevailed.
Ah!
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Ugh. And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on. What's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on.
Let me suffer in peace.
Justice prevails once more.
It's not over yet! And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do!
Ah! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here!
Information? About the investigation? All right, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
I Can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low! I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs!
She could give a yokai a run for its shmoney when she's mad.
Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right! I'd like to see him prove it!
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside of Kyubi Manor.
Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Taro was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about the prints?
Nope, no prints, but if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prints or no prints, it's not gonna work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... then where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out the victim was the amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales' fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches when wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than their life itself. As you know, mask for mask. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma's not only Jinxie Tenma's father, but our client?
Oh, yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure-4 leg lock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any new developments that we should know?
Now that you mention it. Our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." And other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids?
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
idea. We might get some words out of wisdom out of Mr. Right or... Mr. Right. Mr. Right.
April 18th. Write anything. Agency.
Look, the beanie! The beanie's on the trophy!
I need to get that beanie so bad. Papa. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll... go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. And monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Mr. Right! Yeah!
Hold on. I think we need him in his suit. We need him in his suit at least once, right? I'm gonna go crazy. He's so perfect.
How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened?
Yeah!
I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least.
I know. I've never had to defend a yokai before.
That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room.
Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed.
Oh, really? Well, that's, bad news.
How are we gonna get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck.
Return to the basics?
That's right.
What?
Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon.
The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena?
I met her during a trip to Europe.
Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard of this before?
Yeah,
I went through a few times to study the various legal systems over there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law.
I did. But an old boyfriend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so...
Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Oh, it's nothing special.
Maybe I have underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
It's just, I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I'd have to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less.
Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
All right, I'm totally pumped after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers need to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck.
Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Daddy?
Yes?
I'm gonna go visit our client again.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, time to see what's new down at the detention center. April 18th, detention center, visitors room.
Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something.
So, my minions have returned!
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste!
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be able helping him win his freedom.
Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed, you know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help you in whatever manner I may. Now ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed! The remnants of Tenma Taro, king of the underworld, they be! The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand!
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once!
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well now, Damien still appears to reside within this body. But I shall have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman QB, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him.
Yikes!
So, you're saying there must have been somebody else there? But, come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with this statue. I'd better ask about this too.
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in just such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Kilby, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck.
Of that Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed, I have. I regurgitated this key but a short little while ago. Behold, the key to the forbidden chamber.
Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Ah! I don't want waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. Sought to bar the killer entry to the forbidden chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenma Taro, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Caw, caw, caw.
Always an honor to serve your malevolence.
Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of.
Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere and around the door.
Curse that infernal door! But if I had known its manner of opening, long ago, would I have made my return.
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. I should question him about the blackmail letter too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. I really feel like this case got super streamlined. I'm very grateful for that. It's like telling me to do things before I forget.
Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently, somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in this theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Ah! Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro! Did you remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of the letter. Damien's aide, Florent Lebel. Full knowledge of that briefcase's contents did that aide possess.
Then maybe he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for!
That is preposterous! He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
Except he's so obviously evil.
It seems like Mayor Tenma's a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge. Now we must know who slipped that blackmail letter into the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent Lebel. Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals.
Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber?
We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick little break so I can go get some snacks and re-energize myself. I'll be back in just a little bit. So, if you guys need to, go use the bathroom, go grab some snacks, go do what you gotta do. When we come back, we'll continue on with the investigation. BRB! All right, we are back. It has been so hot. I feel like I just needed to lay down for a bit. But I also got some snacks. I went to the bakery this morning and I got myself a chocolate chip bread bowl. Welcome back, Cole. Oh God, I think I really am gonna go to like the beach or something. I just need to get some fresh air. But anyways. Oh, Jinxie's not here. Is she inside the foyer? No. Oh, Yokai Lane. April 18th. Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. Hey, isn't that...
Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no good nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you!
Jinxie! Jinxie, are you alright?
Ah! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning. Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I laid down to take a nap at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the Makura Gaeshi.
Makura... Gaeshi?
Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in a unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makura Gaeshi preys on people while they're asleep.
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe even a snug sleeping bag.
Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I'd say we had a more than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I'd better reapply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
There was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? This bread's actually really good. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but... here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Wait. What? Are you sure?
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo.
Why?
Because Jinxie's already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it'll totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on.
Ah!
Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that!
Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, I suppose it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
A secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of Nine Tails Vale sure loved his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down! There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the mayor's master key won't open it. And that's because it's a very special room that must never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so...
So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. What's this? A Tsukumogami?
Tsukumogami?
A yokai that inhabits objects that have been used for a really long time. The red demon and a Tsukumogami. What a strange combination.
Is everything to her some supernatural phenomenon?
Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale in Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. This statue. originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Maybe it broke and it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the Elderman and I. Now it's just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched into my mind.
Ooh, okay. So is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Ah! My... It's reacting! Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
In justice we trust!
Yikes!
Ah, a ghost!
Oh!
Detective Fulbright! What are you doing? Welcome back, not late at all. All good. Thank you for the welcome back.
I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackquill has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... Oh, but I can't tell you that now, can I?
Oh, come on, please! We're partners in justice, right?
No, Prosecutor Blackquill specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
A twisted samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma, to the station with you.
He took her away.
Missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out.
I just hope they let us in now. April 18th, QB Manor, Garden.
Oh, what a absolutely fabulous scent. I am so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do.
Was his hair always... I thought so! Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what.
Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers? What do you want with me?
That blue hair doesn't fit at all. That entire hairpiece just does not fit him. Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming from?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. Yes, hello, LaBelle here.
What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones?
Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare.
Where do you buy clothes like that?
Surprise! This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? You sure about that? It looks a bit unwieldy to me.
You simply don't have an eye for beauty.
Having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy. I'd rather be blind.
So what do you want with me?
Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenma Taro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? He's spraying us with Axe! Ugh. I smell like a middle school locker room.
Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro.
So he did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him?
I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie.
Protect Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers.
Which one are we talking about?
The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenma Taro.
That one's new to me.
Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Tenma Taro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell us more about that rumor.
So, what was that rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, then she starts wandering around doing strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it,
That loathsome, no-good, nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine in despair.
it certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once, she even put on a Tenma Taro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did? We get so many anime cutscenes. It's so crazy. Ugh, I wish I never asked.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession.
Ah, then maybe.
So you do understand.
I wonder what his verbal tick in Japanese is.
That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making.
Now wait a minute! Although, that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself?
Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk with him.
I wonder what his... He has like a weird verbal tick where he just randomly capitalizes some words.
What is that?
If only we had Phoenix scented perfume to counter LaBelle's perfume. Oh man, I regret not getting it. When I went to the Capcom store, they had like room fragrances themed after Phoenix and all the prosecutors. Let me see if I can still find what he smells like. Hold on. Capcom Store, Japan. Capcom Store. The Oshikatsu goods. And chips by Capcom? The Edgeworth tissue box or tissue cover. Kazuma's journal. I want that. Oh, I guess they don't have them anymore. Ace Attorney Room Diffuser. Okay, they have them on Play Asia. So the only reason why I didn't buy them is because you don't actually see the characters on them. But they look like this. So it's like little like bottles that have like symbols of the characters on them, and then like they're like little like diffuser sticks that you put in. But they don't actually see the character on them, so I didn't buy them. I was so close though, I really wanted them. But they look like this. Phoenix writes is the top scent is lemon, bergamot, grapefruit. The middle scent is marine, pear, aqua lily, light jasmine, and the base is a watery musk. Musk. Apollo's is lemon, grapefruit, mint, marine, ginger, cassis, aqua lily, light jasmine, and the base is patchouli cedarwood. Edgeworth is bergamot, tea, rose, and jasmine base. Clavier's is bergamot, l'orange, freesia, and then an amber, elegant amber musk, patchouli base, smoky base. And then Black Quill's is grapefruit, cassis, freesia, ginger, nutmeg, with a base of white musk, peach, and woody amber and patchouli. Ginger for Apollo. Ginger twice, let's go. But yeah, I didn't get these. I should have though. It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman QB. Wonder if they make replicas of Karuma, complete with spoilers? I wish. If I could go back and get more Great Ace Attorney merch. I'm so sad I don't have the Oshikatsu goods. I really want them. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And your point being, someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it into the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally you... Perhaps that shot of
Yakuten Saiban Ace Attorney room diffusers with the scent of lemon, grapefruit, mint, marine, ginger, cassis, aqua lily, light jasmine with a cherry cedarwood base would make those scales fall from your eyes.
Or my eyes fall from their sockets.
Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect?
No, you're the killer.
What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place?
Oh, well, you're literally dressed like the Joker.
My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here.
You jest, but this guy would be that detailed about the fragrance.
In other words, you have nothing! Now let me show you what to do with this garbage!
You can't destroy evidence like that!
What do you mean I can't? I just did! Feel a little lighter now.
You just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy.
Are we done with your silly questions now? I am a very busy man, you know.
Oh, he really got rid of the blackmail letter. I guess that's it for now.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Oh, really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my very own private brand. It's not available to the public. Well, then I shouldn't advertise it on TV. But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus, I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say.
Would not hesitate to put the most annoying ringtone on his shoulders phones. It's like when you go to the Apple store and you change the wallpaper of like every iPad at the store.
Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants.
Peasants?
This is my latest product. I'm calling it Couleur Millable. A dazzling hair color that you can wash off with just
That's called using colored hair dye. That's me using Arctic Fox, baby. Guess that means you can't sweat.
I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads.
Yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius.
Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do?
Better take it before you get a face full of cologne.
Good point. Wow! Thanks, Mr. LaBelle.
Couleur me la belle, added to the court record. Oh, I'm so glad there's like a quest log now. That makes investigating so much easier. We've still got to find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber. Apollo's mad stupid for not making copies of every single piece of evidence he's just showing in front of everyone willy-nilly. Like, of course, if you're gonna show the killer, like, his blackmail allegations, like, he's gonna destroy it. Guy be showing off RGB hair. You know, he's excited for Arcadian Savage to drop this week. April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber.
Ooh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works! But do you really think the killer entered the forbidden chamber?
We'll just have to open it to find out.
We should also see if there was anywhere the killer could have hidden in this room. Okay, let's get started! Apúrate, Apollo! Apúrate! So the crime scene was locked tight at the time. Ugh, this is gonna be a long one.
The only people in that locked room were the deceased, the alderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room. But is there anywhere to hide in the Fox Chamber?
That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about the demon Tenma Taro made an appearance.
There's never an exorcist around when you need one.
Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that.
Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain in the neck yokai.
I don't know. I have a feeling Tenma Taro could exorcise an exorcist.
As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that feels. Hello, handsome. Who are you talking to? Welcome in, Lear. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Still no keyhole, huh? Talking to the really buff demons that live in my walls.
Oh, Mr. Demons, if there's any demons here that happen to be big and muscular, I hope you don't come for me. Not while I'm vulnerable lying in my bed. Yeah, and the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours.
Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door.
Oh, I know! I'll break it down with a body slam!
Ha ha ha. I seriously doubt you could do that.
How do you know if I haven't even tried?
No, wait, don't! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. I'm doing good though, just gotta speed through some assignments for the day. You got this! I believe in you. God, that made me think of, remember remember when Lucy Liu had that one interview that was like, I was like possessed and had sex with a ghost.
Maybe the killer hid under his table.
That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above.
Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table.
Let's check it out. The cup! You don't know about that story? Just look up Lucy Liu Ghost. Hey, look! There's something down here!
It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what?
Oh, I know! It might be a piece of this statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It's a symbol of goodwill. So this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Fox and demon statue updated in the court record. This statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman QB was planning on smoothing things out with Mayor Tenma. No shooting, just smoothing. But he was murdered instead. By somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he'd been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. What am I reading, girl? Hey, I'm not Lucy Liu, as much as I'd love to be. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on either side. The way that those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey, this statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular Karate Kid. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn this whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in the candy store. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right! Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox. How do I make a move? A closer inspection. think there's more to this screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. I can rotate. Oh! I can rotate the folding screen with the right stick. And if I spot anything of interest, I can press A to inspect it further. You can also zoom in. I can also zoom in and out with the X and B buttons to get a better look. Now let's uncheck every last inch of it. What's this? It looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say. A picture's worth 1,000 words. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got an idea! If we folded the screen up just right, the key and keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look, a door! Yeah, and it's open too! The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those foxes face each other? Apollo! Now let's go check up on those two statues! Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. Look! A lock appeared! Now we can use that key! Okay, here goes nothing. It worked! Time to see why this chamber's so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? I feel like it's not that elaborate, but... Oh, anime? April 18th, QB Manor, Forbidden Chamber. These doors need some serious oil. Ah, that was like nails on a chalkboard! Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look, more feathers. Ah! What the heck is that? Is that a Tenma Taro statue? But there's something odd about it. Ah! All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kinda pale. You're not scared, are you? What, of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look! What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on that rack. It kind of looked like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenma Taro carrying? Yeah, I bet our Tenma Taro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. Well, first off, what's this? Whatever it is, the packaging's really gaudy. The fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long.
Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what the brand is. Je suis la belle.
LaBelle? What the? But then wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here?
I guess so. But why?
Well, whoever was dressed up like Tenma Taro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at that time.
In other words, the Tenma Taro impersonator we're looking for is none other than
Florent LaBelle! This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow.
Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma.
Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox Chamber.
That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why?
Maybe the Tenma Taro costume was hidden in here. I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb.
But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the Forbidden Chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder.
Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like one's missing. The Tenma Taro Jinxie saw must have taken it.
I'd have to agree. These look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there's so many here?
Maybe they're spares. Tenma Taro might be, absent-minded or something. The fact that he has spare staves handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it.
Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Whoa! That is one big statue! Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look! This Tenma Taro has a staff! But the Tenma Taro on the scroll didn't have one.
I wonder why.
I feel like this could be significant. But why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here.
Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea?
Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue.
Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there?
It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time.
That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and...
Wait, there is something in here. It looks like some sort of figure. But it's so musty, dusty, crusty, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Oh, that looks like that one guy from Witch. You guys remember that Disney cartoon Witch? There was like the Ikemen boy, and then he had like his little like gremlin goblin partner. I wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden chamber figure added to the court record. A stone lantern.
Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch?
Never heard of Witch on Disney? It was so iconic. It was from the era of like Winx Club, when like Europe really wanted to make anime. Let me see if I can find a picture. Witch Disney. No one remembers Witch? I don't think I know of it either. Oh my god, this must be such a deep cut. It was these 5 girls, and then they all had different powers. So like one was like earth, one was air, one was water, one was fire, and then the main girl was like energy. It was a pretty deep cut. I don't think anyone I knew growing up liked it as well. But I think this show was like Italian. You know, like Winx Club is like French. But yeah. Yeah, it was like that era of Disney. I remember barely, but I do. It's like this era of like cartoons that like I feel like only like a very like obscure subgenre of kids would remember. But yeah. Maybe one day someone will remember. Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch.
Oh, here it is!
What?
It was hidden out of sight!
I see Tenmataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. Looks like a gravestone or something. Yeah, Jetix, Fox Kids, exactly. Looks like a gravestone or something.
It reads, "Here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death,
Choked on a chicken bone?
Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home."
Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism.
I'm not scared.
Freak out Central, right here, baby.
Cut it out, widget.
Denial is strong in this one. Looks like an old scroll. There's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe?
A monk? What are you talking about?
You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training.
Wouldn't that just be a hiker?
The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena.
Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped to his back.
Whoa! It's turning into Tenmataro!
What's the scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born?
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Oh, look! There's an air vent here, too!
I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation.
But I don't think anyone could reach this one either.
Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here.
I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so...
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Guess that about wraps it up. What now?
We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie?
Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenma-Taro. April 18th, QB Manor, Foyer. Oh, wow, we still have quite a few things to do.
It's the cois at Tenma-Taro! Ah! You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions about our apparel. Mind your own business, will ya?
Ah! Ouch, what's this all about a curse?
Tenma-Taro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Start the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine! You know better than go around and stealing people's stuff like that. The same goes for my...
Sorry. I promise I won't do it again. He almost captured my sweet little Widget.
That big jerk.
I'm sorry.
I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened.
I can't believe you did that! It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget...
Grr!
Yikes! Mercy! I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins.
Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean?
Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this.
What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me.
It's none other than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd leave one of them figures at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy.
Wow, you don't say.
Thieves' honor. It's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty shmoney getting washed clean or given out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of shmoney, giver out of wealth, reborn!
Forget the shmoney. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure's kind of familiar. Yes! It looks just like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber.
Hey! What are you doing with that there figure?
Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it'd been there practically forever.
Could mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, That reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that there chamber.
Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
There's something amazing in there? Didn't seem anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he?
See, now there was one of his figures in there. That just might be it. That's Grandpappy for ya. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it to the boy.
Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenma Taro near the scene of the crime.
Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
The people of Ninetails Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenma Taro.
Darn right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell ya! That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on.
So you plan on staying here in Ninetails Vale?
Yup. I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. Oh shit, we gotta present something.
I wasn't ready to use my brain today.
Take that! It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in the Ninetails Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yipes!
You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry, but I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason you couldn't talk about seeing Tenma Taro?
It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenma Taro. Said that if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you? Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid girl. It was on account of that rumor. The one about her being possessed.
That rumor again.
I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor.
Ouch! Hey, watch it!
I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it.
Was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenma Taro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say, Pass. Oh my gosh, I don't know why my body feels so tired today. April 18th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Lord Tenma! Your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence!
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma! You've returned!
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. Thank you for the care package. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. I needed this. We're gonna go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Let's roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently, let's roll out that neck. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Oh, I really needed that. That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So,
What can I do for you?
today,
Whew. My joints feel so much better. We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie's possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh?
No match for this warning charm for me.
Oh, the charm!
Tenmataro's back!
Those foolish mortals! They shall regret blaming the child for my doings.
I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. We'd like to ask you something about your aide, Florent Lebel, mentioned. Did you know that Jinxie's rumored to be possessed?
I know not what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal? No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Please, we've already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name.
But I've already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence.
Hey, Apollo. I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Really?
Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing.
Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I could really count on her when it counts.
Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism.
Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Ninetails Vale?
When the child last visited, she did speak of dreading yokai, and how they'd rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you. At least, not on a conscious level.
So then the Tenma Taro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter.
Look, Tenma Taro's spirit! It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. It's the least I can do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither did Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it! You suspect Florent is...
You suspect Florent is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetails Vale that badly?
Can you think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenma Taro for a spell. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenma Taro.
That's crazy! Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenma Taro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him for free time from his period. Prison. Oof.
But... How can people actually believe that?
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenma Taro thing now.
Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Your dinner is ready, Your Malevolence.
Ah, an offering to the Demon King. You may place it right here.
The kitchen guard poured their heart and soul into making it.
Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next to mine. Ah, ah, ah.
Yes, Your Malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade?
Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so...
Why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth? He won't be able to claim that Tenma Taro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore.
But the real question is, how are we gonna get him to admit it was him?
Okay, I think we might be near the end of the investigation. I'm gonna take a quick little break again so I can lay down for a bit, and then when we come back, we'll finish off the investigation. BRB. All right. Oh my gosh. I don't know why the energy's so low today. I guess it's just because it's hot or something, but anyways. Let's do this. April 18th, QB Manor, foyer. Okay, now let's practice that again. Filchy from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, aw, heck, what was the next part again? Ah!
You have the memory capacity of a flea! This is the 13th time, you know. Now, 100 times more and we're done.
What on earth are they practicing?
Aw, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy.
Ah! Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yipes!
Unbelievable! What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Filch filch LaBelle's wallet just now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? You peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession to being the Tenma Taro imposter would be nice right about now. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about saying Tenma Taro.
Filchy, you fool! I told you nothing good would come out of you running your mouth!
So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course!
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenma Taro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tenma Taro.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenma Taro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenma Taro. Youch, 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 youch!
I said Tenma Taro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes!
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then.
Oh, I'll be waiting. This special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
What? Was I sleeping?
Oh, must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you. Not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Ah!
right up the schnozola.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say!
No, please! Anything but another lesson. There they go.
Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow. One way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We'd better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. April 18th, Nine Tails Vale, Yokai Lane.
Accursed nine-tailed fox, the time for settling the score is nigh. My grudge has been but festered over time. At last vengeance will be mine. She must be possessed. Sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead.
Psst. Jinxie. Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again.
Phew. Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Yeah? Which ones?
Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and Tenma Taro. It shows them dancing together.
Really? Two bitter rivals dancing to— Oh, Apollo, you must be new to yaoi.
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right. For the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited— It's just— Ah!
No fighting.
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about.
Oop. Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? No problem, Ginger.
Like, what?
Tell us about what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Cubie were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
I knew it. She's holding something back.
Gotcha!
Ah!
Don't shout like that. Nearly scared the wits out of me. And don't stare at me like that either. It's creepy.
Guess that wasn't right.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were gonna slap someone with a charm. Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers. Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB."
He said what?
The mayor actually confessed to the crime? But he didn't mean it. Couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we gonna do now? Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that?
Could he really have been dreaming? Or simply delirious?
Who knows? But I'm sure it feels like I'm living in a nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we gonna do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, but Jinxie's been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something.
I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have been fled to the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Taro. But Papa and the alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenma Taro, Florent LaBelle.
Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism. Justice style. All right. Trial day 2. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here for today. Ooh-wee. All right, so that's going to be it. We're done with the investigation, so tomorrow we're going to be wrapping up the trial. So, thank you guys so much for joining me here today for some Ace Attorney. I'm so sorry that I was getting a little sleepy. I'm going to go get some fresh air and take it easy. I'm thinking about going to the beach. Maybe I'll go take a walk at this nice little park. Maybe I'll go bring my iPad with me so I can draw or something, but I'll let you guys know. Until then, if you guys are new here and would like to keep up on all the socials and all the good stuff, please feel free to follow on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Atelier Kieran. If you guys want to join the Discord, anyone is welcome to join on that link down there, as long as you guys are over 18, but you guys all better be adults if you're watching the stream, or else. I'll get the schedule up sometime tonight, and I'll let you guys know what the plan is for this week. But until then, I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Stay cool, because it's so freaking hot right now. And we're going to be raiding Light, who is currently, I put right, raid the Lightos, who's currently playing 14, so please send him some love if you guys have access to the emotes. Send some hiya hey heys and some blankies and all the good stuffs. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some drawing. Have a great rest of your evening. I love you guys so much. And of course, Otsu Kieran!